Could you say what has been your A to B transformation?
My A to B transformation. I think there are so many things. At the start, firstly, I was feeling lost. And now I feel really confident about myself and the point that I am right now. At the start, I was feeling that, I can do some things. I can try, but I'm not sure. I had this feeling that I wasn't sure about it. And now I just believe that, okay, I want it, I got it. It's so easy. I think the B part, the point that I am right now, it's that I don't even overthink it or make second thoughts about what I can do, if I can do it. At the start, for many parts of my life, it was all this worry and fear, and all of us have it sometimes. And I wasn't so confident about my decisions. Should I work there or should I work there? I wasn't sure. But now I am in a point where if I have made this decision, I'm sure about it, that it's the right one, because I made it. And I can be wrong, not in an ego way, that I'm not making mistakes, of course, because from mistakes I can knew better the next time. But from a point of view that I feel confident and comfortable with myself, and I have accepted things that when I was in the point A, I wasn't comfortable with. So yeah, I think point B, it's a good point to be. Yeah, I suggest it.
Can you briefly share with me the Labrini you were 8 sessions before, 10 sessions before?
In a state of mind that I was looking for, to find some things about myself, to go more deep about who I am, what I can do. And I was practicing meditation when I met you. For me, it was the time that I met you that I just felt that the connection, and it was like a sign, it was during my journey in the start of it. And I felt like I need a guidance. In some parts, I didn't know how to do it because I was feeling lost. I was feeling like a newbie that trying to fix some parts and find a way to see the bigger picture, but I didn't know how. So I think this was the main reason that I started this journey with you. And thank you for that.
Thank you. So if I were to ask you, how has your experience of this transformation coaching been for this duration? How have you seen yourself changing over a period of time? What were your highlights which made you feel like, wow, this is exactly what I signed up for and I'm so happy I did?
It was so many times. I think for me, the most impressive was that I was unlocking some things that I always knew that it has blocked me. I had, a picture about how I had to be as a person and as a woman, and what I have to do to be there. And I realized during this journey that I have so many blockages, and all of them popped up in every session. It was so many feelings that, in the process, when I just sit with myself and said, oh, this is truth, it was this realization that I had. And for me, I realized that it wasn't about the coaching at all. It was a true journey for me, and for For me, the energy that I had and how the connection was during these sessions, it was something that I have never experienced and helped me to see the world differently. Not in a way that I have never saw it before, but it's like when you say it in therapy also, that I know it, but it's different to realize it. And I just felt that I realized how things works and how my brain works and how every human being's brain works. And it just happened to, I make a click during those sessions. So yeah, it was the right decision, I guess, from what I can see right now.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So, if I were to ask you specifically, you must have already heard about different types of coaching programs, online, offline. There are lots of people. And the way you
Yeah.
described that you had to, the connection was very important, and there was some kind of an initial practice that you kind of got to have to feel that, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. What is so different about this program, if you could kind of say a few pointers that
to be honest, I have worked with consultation. I have studied consultation 1 year, and I have studied art therapy, and I'm really interested about how human behavior is working and all this stuff. So I'm really familiar with coaching and practices and how all this works, and therapy and all of this stuff. And to be honest, I was never felt that I have, this connection with the state of coaching. But for me, this was different because it wasn't about that. It was something bigger, something deeper. I think that it's really different because the energy work is really important to see someone, who am I, because, okay, we have all these practices and strategy. It's really important to know how you can work with yourself and your behavior patterns and all of this stuff. We know that. But the energy work is something that we are not realizing that we have to work with. And for me, this was the deeper connection that I was looking for. And it was, I think, the main part that made me unblocked and see some things from different perspective, because I really appreciate therapy, for example. And I think it's the best, but some parts of the energy parts, we have to be more open-minded and see ourselves with a different point of view. And I think during those sessions was exactly this, that it was interested for me, that I was looking myself from a really different point of view, not with just human behaviors and all of that, but with energy. And how can I transform this energy that I have right now, even if it's blocked or whatever, to something new and something different, because I can do it. Energy is just energy. It's about you, how to make it something else. So yeah, this is the most impressive to this practice. And it just worked for me, I guess.
Yes, I can see that in your shining face. How about sharing any one vulnerable moment out of so many, going into the center of your heart, not compromising your privacy, but trying to get across that, yes, it's a powerful message because I have walked through it. And if you can verbalize that.
Yes, it was about a session that I realized the fear that I was feeling about myself and the potentials I have. And I realized that I was always blocked myself because I was just fearing the human that I can be. And it was really deep for me because at the start, it's, you know, a sadness when you realize that you have made your reality to look like this. And now you're going somewhere and saying, I don't like it. But it was exactly this moment that I realized that if I have done this, I can do something better. And I can accept the powerful human being that I am. It was really hard for me to accept it because, you know, we are learning from really young age that you cannot do this. Maybe you can do this, but not that. And you are over here and stuff like that. We have all those informations from always. And then you have to reprogram somehow your mind to realize who you are and what you can be. And for me, it was really hard. But right now, I can say to everyone that we are all powerful and we can do whatever we want to. And we can create a reality that we are feeling comfortable with, but in a good way, you know. It's not always easy because you have to make some really difficult decisions and set your boundaries to yourself and to the others and realize what I want to my life. And if this is not for me, I have to leave it behind. And this was the most difficult part for me, that I had to choose what to left behind. So yeah, this was, I think, the most hard part for me, to take those decisions and to accept myself and accept my power, I guess. You know, it sounds like you have to accept your power. Why is this hard? It is. Trust me. Yeah.
This is very wonderfully narrated. Thank you so much for a beautiful sharing. If you were to have a message across to say
Yeah.
your friend about this program with Mayoori, what would your message be?
I have already said it to my friends. I mean, it's an easy message to share. It's a good path to take because you're not working only through practices and strategies. It's a process with energy, with behavior patterns, with many tools that you are making it all together works somehow for the best. And for me, this is the most important, that you are not a person that you are starting and say, you know, okay, we have this and this, and you can do this and that. You can choose, go for it. You're a person that you are giving energy. And I've always experienced that during our sessions, you were there. And you were not only there just because, you know, it's my job and I'm doing that. You were there because you have choose to be there and work with me. You know, in the start, we were telling that, are we going to start? And I choose you and you choose me back. Because this is not only a coaching thing, it's an energy thing too. You have to feel comfortable during this process and you are giving yourself. And for me, this is the most important for someone to tell, that if you want someone to care about your process, truly care about you, you have your your guide. Yeah. this is
Thank
the
you.
one.
Amazing. Thank you so much for such lovely words and such beautiful, deep sharing. And I really hope that you just grow to your point infinity that we have set up together. And I'm extremely grateful. As grateful as you are to the journey, I'm equally grateful.
Thank you, and happy to hear it, because you know, when you're working with someone to things like that that are so personal, and we have so many moments that I was, oh my god, I cannot handle it, or you know, stuff like that. It's so important to feeling aligned, and
Yes.
you helped me to feeling like this, not only with you but with everything around me, and see the bigger picture. And for me, this is a message too, because you know, in this consuming world, and with all of this stuff, we are just tending to see only ourselves, and you know, the little things around us, and we cannot remember that we are here in a planet, in a galaxy. You know, there are so
Yes.
many levels, and to take this power back to ourselves, because it's ours. And thank you for helping me see that.
Thank you, Malav. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.